this is Spiders Prime, and today on Kaiju Thursday, we take a look at Godzilla Final War, the final millennium era movie. Featuring every single character that has ever been created in all Godzilla. Except for ones who are not in this movie. Like... The movie begins. The plot goes like this. In 1954, Godzilla attacks the humanity with all the Japanese governments all around. Luckily, they got the Gotengo from Atragon to fight him. And one brave soul had managed to defeat the king in all of his glory. That ultimately froze him to death. This way, years passed. So, other monsters randomly appeared and defeat them with the help of the mutants. No, not those mutants. Nope. Definitely nope. No. Those mutants. Yep. Who knows the art of wire fool like it was in the Matrix? Which is kind of weird because Matrix was inspired by this style of martial arts. And don't forget about that little agenda that I would rather not talk about this in this show. But anyway, soon as they fight monsters, we cut to them actually fighting Manda, reference to the original Atragon, and as he fighting the Gotengo. This time led by not Jujitsu, but Don Fry's Captain Douglas Gordon, who I said played by Don Fry, who was best known as a UFC fighter, MMA fighter, a Japanese professional wrestler, and other stuff. Yeah. And after they defeat Manda by using a fire volcano and freeze him to death, we quickly cut to your main character fighting his rival, and soon left their little... After that, we went to a scene where Alpha reveals that found a mummified creature, and it turns out to be Gigan. Yeah, this is Gigan's first... Hey, this is Manda's first appearance since Destroy All Monsters. Technically, if you don't count the stock footage. And this is Gigan's first appearance since Zonebuyer. That's really interesting. Also, Mothra shows up and tells us that Gigan came here for years and tried to do something. I don't know why, but anyway. Yeah, Mothra showed up. Hey, we got 2 major characters in a Godzilla movie. And a bunch of, and a fan favorite and a minor character. Speaking of fan favorites, there's original Godzilla actors from the Showa era. You got Akira Takaraka, the guy who begins his career with the first movie. You got Kumongu, who appears in 3 or 4 of Godzilla movies. And you got Kenji Sasara. He's just there. But anyway, speaking of Kumongu, her granddaughter's in this movie, which is, hey, that's taking on the family business. Yeah. So, yeah. Soon, monsters begin attacking the whole world. Rodan attacks New York. Hey, a fur popular monster shows up. Ooh, 3 out of the big 5. Who else showed up? Angerus, a fan favorite, attacks Shanghai. Zilla attacks Sydney. Or better known as the 98 Godzilla. I feel sorry for you, Diamond. I feel very sorry for you, Diamond. But anyway, also Karakuris attacks Paris. And Kumongu attacks some random guy in a trailer in Arizona. Other news, we don't know who's attacking in London. And we did not know who attacks Africa and all the other stuff. But they do recognize that Canadians were a thing. But also saying, screw you, Gamera. Yeah, we know what you did back in Super Monster. Yeah. Hey, 50th anniversary, perfect time to saying screw you to Gamera. Yeah, but anyway, soon later on, it's revealed that the monsters disappeared. All thanks to the Xilains, a recurring alien monster from a alien species from the Showa era. What? And they revealed that they play nice this time, and reveal that Gora, the star from the 1962 movie of the same name, is coming to Earth. In this movie they call it a planet, but despite the original movie was a star. But anyway, soon people are getting alien hype over the Xilains, except for some. Soon their ruse are beginning to unravel, as it turns out, of course, the Xilains are bad guys, and they also replace all the commanders and all that with Xilains, and the only person who was not been replaced was Goran. So they decided to do the one thing, expose the Xilains to the world and reveal that they were not really kind people. So they revealed their true forms. So the Xilains decided to, after they killed the fakes, and the controller kills the commander of the Xilains and took the control, and reveals their deathless evil plans. They want to turn us into cattle! Wait, what?
Turn the whole planet into cattle? Oh no, that's not how you do it. You're supposed to blow it up. No. Turn the whole planet into cattle? Oh no, that's not how you do it. You're supposed to blow it up. Not turn the humanity into cattle. Oh.
Soon the controller of the alien race decided to control all the mutant population, except the ones who are born with that gene. And soon they fight. Of course, another fight scene begins, and soon we have a fight scene with motorcycles, and much later, the Xilains release all the monsters under their control, and start destroying a lot of stuff, and killing all the ships. And all was left was the Godzilla and and their final hope. You could say it's a new hope. Get it? New hope? New hope? Get it? They gotta rip off the horn. Sorry. So, yeah. The only chance they get is Godzilla. So they went to the Arctic after two random guys listened to Matro's jazzy Godzilla theme, and soon they array King Godzilla, and he also defeats Gigan, who has a brand new design. Yep, Godzilla was back, and then they continue on with their journey. Godzilla defeats Zilla, which is pretty easy. He defeats Kumongu and Karakuris, also easy. He also kinda defeats Rodan, King Caesar, and Angerus all at the same time. Yeah, I forgot to mention about King Caesar. He attacks the same place that he guards. But anyway, soon, later on, Godzilla, soon the Gotengo defeats, entering the mothership and all that, and the Xilains capture our main heroes, and reveals that we as delicious steaks be part of this thing. And it reveals that your main hero has super shading burning justice in him. So the controller tries to control him, but thanks to Mothra's little dagger thingy that the shopper didn't give one of the characters, stab him to regain control. Also, Also, Mothra's... Did I say Mothra? I mean Mothra also flies around. And Gigan got upgrade went from sickles to chainsaws, which is really, really overkill. Then again, this was made during the early 2000s, back when everything was overkill. But hey, it's still there. Soon, Godzilla's final opponent was this. Came from the Gorak asteroid, destroys it, and reveals to have a human droid shape, and is dubbed Monster X. No relations to Giger or that weird thing. Also, somehow called Monster X. But anyway, soon Godzilla and Monster X fight, and then Mothra comes in, fight Gigan, and it was a decent fight. Again, you're fighting about mutant versus Xilian fights. You got your main characters fighting the Xilians, and you got Godzilla and Mothra fighting Gigan and Monster X. And unfortunately, Gigan got his head cut up after he tried to use his laser thingy on Mothra's dying moth dust. But at least Mothra became Fire Mothra and destroyed Gigan. Soon after that, all that, your main character went Super Saiyan and beats up the controller of the Xilians and decided to blow up the ship. And that's why your main characters went die. And after that, Monster X transforms into Kaiju Ghidorah! That's right. That's right. That's right. Kaiser Ghidorah. Not King Ghidorah, who was going to originally appear in this movie. Kaiser Ghidorah, who is like Death Ghidorah before him, is a four-legged kaiju, member of the Ghidorah family, and he swept Godzilla on the floor. He is so powerful, Godzilla can't defeat him. And it was really, really terrifying and really terrifying. But luckily, with the power of burning dishes, Godzilla defeats Kaiju Ghidorah by removing two of his heads, and the rest of the body was used by being blown up. And then Godzilla defeats the entire alien, defeats the last of the Xilians monsters, and tried to destroy the Gotengo and tried to destroy it, but thanks to his son Minya. Yes, Minya was back and has a very interesting subplot following him and some kid and his grandfather wearing a bear costume. I should say bear skin outfit, but yeah. And of course, Godzilla's ends his war on humanity and left. And that was the end of Godzilla Final Wars. Overall, this movie is interesting. Interesting because of what it is. This is so far the only Godzilla movie that has an American appears in the who plays in who composed the score. Very techno heavy, may I add. You got a couple of Hollywood's greats dealing with the artistry. You got famous people who did video games. That the Monster Roger. You got Godzilla. You got Karakuris. You got Kumongu. You got Minya. You got Ebra. Despite I did mix it up, but anyway, you got King Caesar. You got Gigan. You got Hidora, which I forgot to mention him. He only appeared in the cameo. You got Zilla. You got Monster X or Kaiju Ghidorah. That said, Final Wars is a very weird and understanding thing. It is perfect for the 50th anniversary of Godzilla, but doesn't have Godzilla in the first half of the movie. He's only appeared. It is the less of Godzilla. You got more monsters than ever before. It tops Destroy Monsters, but its remake is very difficult. The characters are okay. Better fact that it kind of rips up the Matrix, the X-Men, which is back in the early 2000s when the X-Men movies were decent. There was no Marvel Universe back then. Independence Day, kind of funny that a Toho movie's gonna rip up a Devlin Eric movie. Anyway, and ripping up Star Wars for some weird reason, and other movies, but other kind of movies. Overall, in fact, the Godzilla vs. Zilla fight has a random song back in the early 2000s. So yeah. Overall, Godzilla Final Wars is kind of a decent Godzilla movie, and I highly recommend it if you gotta bring bring your friends around. You have a good party, and you can watch this movie and have a good time. It was gonna be interesting, but yeah. Overall, unfortunately, this is the last Godzilla movie for the Millennium Era, and the last Godzilla for entirety until Godzilla went back to dormant for the longest time, from 2005 to 2013. Yeah, I had 10-year gap, or a little bit 10-year gap if you notice. But yeah, during that post time, Godzilla appears in a cameo in a random movie. It was almost more Godzilla movies were going to be made until the 2014 movie got appeared. But that was next week. Next week on Kaiju Thursday, we're taking him back to 2005 into an epic journey where wizards and sorcery, brave knights, elves, and we must know the legends of one ring. Release the monkey! Next week, we're taking a look at Peter Jackson's King Kong. Anyway, this is Brush from 0 to 10.